inside your eyes, you make me feel like I'm awake. I don't know why you make me shine like a star in the sky. I'm okay. I wanna take a breath. I'm falling in love. I'm falling in love. I wanna hold your hand. Don't leave me alone. Don't leave me alone. You get me high. Oh yeah. Be by my side, baby. Only you can save me. Only you can save me. How to touch you blow my mind like a bottle of wine. I'm insane. I come alive, you drive me wild when I kiss you at night. I'm okay. I wanna take a breath. I'm falling in love. I'm falling in love. Falling in love. I wanna hold your hand. Don't leave me alone. Don't leave me alone. You get me high. Oh yeah. Be by my side, baby. Only you can save me. Only you can save You get me high. Oh yeah. Be by my side, baby. Only you can save me. Only you can save Suck me in small, breathe me in and let me go. Filling the lungs inside you, and the blackened eyes make my way into your mind. Just to know what you knew. Restless every time we start locking eyes. Lost control. It's paradise with honesty, but I'm in the dead of the night. Let the darkness take control. Let the darkness take control. Darkness take control. May the darkness take control.
This is Kurisu. How's everyone doing tonight? Today I'm going to be working on a continuation of the tarot card we were working on last time, which is Judgment. I got the line art finished earlier today, and I will be working on color during the stream. Doing alright, thanks. I'm glad to hear you're doing better. I'm glad you like it, Sniper. Thanks, Lone Wolf. I really appreciate that. It's actually not. This one is going to be the white outfit. I can actually link the original design for the card. Mine's a little bit different, obviously, but my monitors are set up weird, so it's hard to get the cursor from one to the other sometimes. Alright, but there is a link to Judgment. Hey, welcome to chat. I remember you saying that you had a nickname, but I don't remember what it was, and I'm sorry, because I can't read your username. King, okay, thank you for reminding me, I appreciate it. Doing alright, how have you been? Cool. Is that like a VR game? Or is that, something else? Hey, welcome to Chat Hunter. How's it going? So welcome back, Lone Wolf. What's everyone up to tonight? Yeah, on where you are, it's probably been a little breezy. Because, like, I noticed today it was a lot cooler than it has been. like yesterday and today, so really temperature changes are like that. I see. Okay.
Staying up when I go out, you gotta know I'm all yours. But when I say what's that about, you start slurring your words. Tell me why you have to seem so distant when I'm holding you. Your fingertips are drifting away, and I fucking love how it hurts. Why do I, baby, why do I love the way you always leave me? Why do I, baby, why do I love the touch but never love the feeling? Why do I, baby, why do I love the way you always leave me? Why do I, baby, why do I love the touch but never love the feeling? Why do I, baby, why do I? Why do I, baby, why do I?
That's always fun. It's gonna sound silly, but my favorite day of the year is when I can on, because like my boyfriend likes to keep it really cold in our house. Which is really cold during the summer, like compared to outside. I say really cold, but it's like, I don't know, like 65 or something. So like not anything like ridiculous, but a lot colder than I like it to be.
Let's sing a song full of hope, full of pain. Why don't you sing along, my friend? For it's our last refrain. Forever young, ever strong.
Is there anything that you guys want to talk about tonight? I'm up for pretty much anything.
They don't fade away. So when I'm gone, I'll be right there, close to the sun.
And right now, nothing
Keep holding
too exciting.
keep holding on, and I'll be right there, close to the sun, close to the sun. Close to the sun. Here's to the ones who let shine through the rain, the ones who stood for something more. We won't forget your names. The tide is high,
I don't know. I took the last couple of days off,
and all those midnight secrets
just because I hadn't for a while. Then I'll be putting all my efforts back on moving forward with our tarot card deck. So, best case scenario, we should see more of those this week.
close to the sun.
It depends, because you mentioned that you were in Florida. So even during the winter, it's not as cold there as it is further north. So I would say that would just come down to the temperature. Because, like, if it was, I don't know, if it was colder than, like, I don't know, if it was colder than, like, 65 degrees, like, maybe a little colder, like if it was 60, you know, I could probably deal with that, but, like, anything lower than that, like, in the upper 50s, like, anything like that is too cold. I just said it was in Florida. Did I read that wrong? Oh, after you left Florida. I'm sorry. Yeah, I wouldn't be a fan of that. New Hampshire is quite a bit colder than Florida. Hey, how's it going, Timmy? Welcome to chat. Tonight I am working on coloring my judgment card. One moment, I'll zoom out real fast. Tonight I'm working on coloring. Let's get this set. Just like zoom to the size that you can see all of it. That's fine, Sniper. I appreciate you letting me know, but you're totally good to do whatever you want to. Like, it's not mandatory to be in my streams, but I definitely appreciate you being here when you can. Thanks, Timmy. I'm glad you like it. What about seals? Awesome. Phone wolf. Yay, emotes! Emotes are always fun. Glad you like them. It's like, I don't think I have any clips or anything. I might, but I actually made all of my emotes. So that was a fun process. If there aren't any clips here, I know that I've uploaded all of my previous streams to YouTube with with the exception of a handful. Because for whatever reason, YouTube did not like me trying to export, what was it? I think it was my BioShock gameplay. Like, for whatever reason, it was automatically flagging that even though I said it was BioShock. But aside from that, I think all my other videos are there. Yay! So Timmy just redeemed my Hydrate Redeem. Tonight I have Cool Blue Gatorade. So my avatar is fun sometimes when I'm drinking, so I'm probably either going to just kind of stare off into space for a few seconds, or I might make some weird, like, open mouth faces because it might pick up on the bottom of the container. Let's find out. Alright, so it looks like it was staring off into space this time. But that portion of our stream was staying hydrated with Kurisu. Yay, hydration. Oh, yeah, Hunter. Sorry, I was thinking seal's like the animal, and I was really confused, but I get what you're saying now. No, you're good, Timmy. I get that life happens sometimes we're busy, so, you know, it's whatever. Yay, emotes! Yeah, the floating emotes are a lot of fun. If you stream as well, I think on, let's see, because I use Streamlabs OBS, but on Streamlabs there's an option to add a widget called Emote Wall, and you can kind of just stretch it across whatever amount of your screen and the emotes will kind of float around in there. Yeah. Looks like Sniper is starting the party with our rave frog. I really need to get like a sound for that, but I don't have anything yet. Yay, emote only chat. Oh my gosh. So many emotes. You guys are all awesome. I'll typically block all my colors in, like, in gray, or like some other color that's a little bit darker, just so it has the contrast I need to see where I'm missing places, but usually when I'm streaming I try to use the actual colors, just because that's a little bit more fun to watch, I think. looks like. Oh my gosh, so many emotes. You guys are all fantastic. Oh my gosh, Sniper. Oh my gosh, Sniper. You're welcome to use like however many emotes you want, because like I never get tired of them, so there's no complaints on my end. It looks gray, but once everything is finished, it'll be more neutral. I think it just didn't take the color, maybe, because it's supposed to be a bit lighter than that. And like I was mentioning before, a lot of times, yeah, it didn't color pick it right. I'll use sometimes a darker color for like the really light colors, especially on the white background, otherwise I can't see what I'm doing, and I'm more likely to miss spots. What are we gonna do with all of them? Oh my gosh. Sometimes I forget about that one, because there's a handful that are only available for followers. And like you can't use them on other channels, like the ones that the Sniper is using right now. I don't think anybody can use any of those. Oh my gosh, so many emotes. Hey, Ryan. Oh my gosh. I don't know. I'm probably not the best person to ask on that, just because I've never really been super into history. But depending on how you frame it, it might be really interesting. Like, usually with stuff like that, it's all how the information is presented more than, like, what the information is, if that makes sense. So I would say if you make it exciting, then people would probably be into that. Gosh. So that might upset people, like, just because I know that, like, some people are really particular about proper pronunciations for things. So I would be careful with that personally, but I mean, like I said, as long as you make everything entertaining, there's a chance people might watch.
Nightly waste all we give back, but honestly, you've gotta know that this ain't living, but we could run.
Yeah, I mean, like, as long as it's not intentional, I'm sure people would get over it. I can understand that. I wouldn't want to take prisoners either, personally. So.
it's nothing new. And my lover's honesty, I can push it back down if I have to. If you want me to, 'cause we can run, and we can run. The stars they fall all for you. So tell me now, what's left to lose if we run?
And like really, if I ended up like actually doing shading, it would be more obvious, but it wouldn't actually be the whole cheek puffed out. Because when you're playing a trumpet, you shouldn't puff your cheeks out because it's not good. Like, it messes with the tone quality and can actually cause damage to your face muscles if you do it a lot. So like it would really just be like sort of right here, like the mouth. Timmy, I'm glad you like it. Cat Sniper. Sorry, Julius, you were talking to Sniper. Welcome to chat, Julius. Right, exactly. Darker gray to color in the clothes, just so I can see what I'm doing. But then afterwards, I will switch that over to the white. Sorry, Sniper, that sucks. They don't draw black marks on Kurisu's nose, just because, as far as her design, I wanted to aim kind of for simplicity. Because, like, even though she does have some detail, it's a lot easier to draw a character all the time if they don't have, like, a ton of tiny details to deal with. especially because, like, I plan on eventually, publishing a comic. I don't know if it'll end up being a webcomic, which was originally my plan, or if it'll be something, published, like, physically, but we'll kind of see how everything goes with that. Yeah, I mean, it kind of depends on the character. I see a lot of foxes that don't have that, and like, visually, I think it just looks better without, but that's just my opinion. Something like that. It'll be okay, Snake. Definitely understand though, because blankets are like my favorite thing, so I would be pretty bummed if I accidentally ripped one of my blankets. Yeah, I understand, Lone Wolf. Sometimes it is a bit tricky keeping track of where everything is supposed to be colored in and where it isn't. But one way that I kind of try to keep track, I'll zoom in a little bit so you can maybe see. But like a lot of times the outer lines, like the main outline of an area, I usually try to draw a little bit thicker, and then like the detail lines like on the inside are usually a little bit lighter. I get it. I guess it also kind of helps, like, being the one who made the drawing. Because, like, it would be a lot harder for me to keep track if I was coloring somebody else's line art, but I know sort of what I had going on and, like, what my plans were, so I have an idea of where everything should be, or, like, where it should. Don't have a command list, sorry. I mean, unless there's anything that's just default on Twitch. I'm probably just gonna be working on art mostly. Uh, I mean, as far as big projects, it's definitely all tarot cards for the foreseeable future. So right now, I think this is card number, let's see, this is card number 20, technically 21 if you include the Fool, out of 78. So we have quite a few more to finish, but I do actually plan on releasing a physical printed deck once all of that is said and done. After I finish our Major Arcana, which our last card for that part of the set will be the next one I'm working on. Once the first 22 cards are finished, I plan on opening a, not sure yet if I want to do GoFundMe or Kickstarter, but I plan on starting one of those to try to cover the expenses for the printing, just because it is a pretty big project and it's not something that I can really purchase like out of pocket. So basically anybody who donates a certain amount will likely receive either like a finished deck or stickers or something of like equal value. So if somebody does a commission, like technically speaking, my commissions are open, technically, but like my main focus at the moment is the tarot cards. So like, not necessarily saying that that would take priority, because paid work definitely always takes priority, because I wouldn't want a client to pay for something and not get it as quickly as possible. But yeah. It's probably something that I would end up working on, like, off stream. That's awesome. I'm glad that they liked my artwork. That really means a lot. And I'm glad that you like my drawing of Revy as well. Like, especially you, considering that you commissioned it. Like, that's really awesome. Get that lone wolf. So Lone Wolf just redeemed my Hydrate redeem. So let's see what my avatar does this time.
Run free and dive into the sky.
Was staying hydrated with Kurisu. And to comment on that, Timmy, I do actually have a Patreon, but the downside with that is that all of the rewards are typically like a monthly type reward. And because of how everything is set up, it would actually be harder to keep track versus if I did Kickstarter or GoFundMe. So it's really more about like keeping track of the amounts. Like I'll have a spreadsheet and everything because I wouldn't want anybody to miss out on anything. But that's sort of the reason why I opted for those other options rather than Patreon for that. And like, I think there might be rewards that are just like once, but I don't know. Like the way Patreon is set up, it's more like a subscription kind of. So typically if somebody were to do anything through Patreon, they would have to remember to unsubscribe, basically. Just because, like, well, I mean, either that or if they wanted to get however many of whatever reward. But, I don't know how limited the supplies will end up being. It'll all depend on how much support the project gets in general. Yeah, might check into Indiegogo. The other two are just ones that I hear about more often. So I just feel a little bit safer using those. Not necessarily because I think the other one is like less secure or anything, but just since they're more common, they'll have that familiarity, and I think hopefully people will feel more comfortable using those. That's just kind of my thought process, though. I could be completely off. You never know. understand. I appreciate it. I just always try to sort of share my thought process on everything. That way people sort of understand where I'm coming from. Because, like, I know sometimes, like, sometimes the conclusions I come to seem a little bit random at first until I, like, actually explain them, and then people are like, oh, that actually makes sense. But it really just depends. Yeah, I hope that works out for you, Timmy. Because, like, this time of year is not fun to be without an air conditioner. So I'm glad you like it. Yeah, I hope so. It's like, it's really unfortunate because campaigns like that, regardless of what you're trying to get support for, are always really hit or miss. And, like, it always depends on, like, not just how much of a reach you have or don't have, but, like, I don't know. Like, sometimes it can also be based on things so superficial as, like, popularity and things like that. And that, I don't know. Stuff like that is annoying, but that's life, I guess. Yeah, I work with a lot of players. It helps me keep everything organized. I think any of the white on her tail would be visible. that, Timmy?
Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side. My love.
You know, it's funny because I've actually thought about something similar, but I don't really feel like doing all the art for that. It's good to know, I guess.
My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side. My love, you say you wanna try, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose.
There it goes. I hate when I try to select a tool and it just doesn't. We might have a third quit tracking. Sometimes it does that when my bangs are in the way, unfortunately. Yay, so many Kurisus. guys are awesome. So what's everyone up to? Interesting. It's been a little bit since I asked, so maybe people are doing different things now. You never know. There, you're good, Lone Wolf. That's just life sometimes. Thanks, I really appreciate that. 1 second and I can link the playlist in chat real quick. I really did want to silver trumpet, just because it kind of matches Kurisu a little better, but I don't think that's enough contrast, so I'm gonna go with yellow. Yellow from her eyes. So as far as Kurisu's wings, they're black or white. Like they can technically manifest as like any color, and like really any shape. Like they don't necessarily have to be the traditional sort of bird wings, but yeah. You. Or pick from over here. finished with this one. Curious how I did what, Lone Wolf? Oh, yeah, they're all freehand. Like, most of them are just gradients, but like the one over here, it's all freehand. Like, just, like, the different hills or different shades of green. The background is just regular sky. Usually I'll just sort of choose the colors over here in my color wheel, but I felt like matching that one because I like the way that this sky turned out. Yeah, guys want, we could do Q&A for a bit, or I can raid the stream out to another channel. It's totally up to you guys. Just because I don't want to start on a new project right now, because I will be streaming in the morning, 10 a.m. Eastern Time, 7 a.m. Pacific. I'll be doing my Saturday morning Q&A, plus, let's see, I'll be working on the card based on the world, so I have a few ideas for that one. We'll see which one ends up working. But yeah, what do you guys think? It's totally up to you what we end up doing next. Like I said, we can do questions for a little bit, or I can raid out the channel. Thanks, Hunter. So I guess we're done then. One moment. I'm gonna raid Lion Pride 42's channel. I really don't have a preference. Like, I can probably stay up a couple more hours without any issue, but like I said, it's up to you guys. If you want me to stick around a little longer, I can. Just because I always have a fun time hanging out with everybody. But if you guys aren't into Q&A, I'll raid Lion Pride 42's channel. It looks like he's playing Overwatch right now. Yeah, I mean, like, if you guys want to ask questions, you can. You're welcome to go ahead. If not, like, I'll give everybody a couple minutes, and then, actually, I just realized that we have, a mistake over here in the ear, because I colored it as part of the hair. But 1 second, I'm gonna fix that. But I would say the games that are at the top of my list are probably, as far as the games I've played the most, probably Pokemon, Spyro the Dragon, Sonic the Hedgehog, are the three I've played the most. But my favorites probably include those, plus, Portal 2, Half-Life, which I might actually do a playthrough of Half-Life, because I've never finished those games. I started playing Half-Life 2 at one point, but at the time I had a PC that couldn't handle it, so I never ended up finishing. But yeah, those are probably a few of my favorites. Like, I really enjoy the things that Valve releases because they have a good sense of humor. Is Half-Life multiplayer? Because I've only ever known it to be a single-player game. Interesting. I don't usually use mods on my game. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, I knew Portal 2 was multiplayer. Actually, I haven't played the multiplayer for Portal 2, so that might be an option eventually, but I don't know. Yeah. That's probably accurate, because I did sneeze. So, yeah, do you guys have any other questions for tonight? If not, I'll be back in the morning at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, 7 a.m. Pacific for our Saturday morning Q&A. Alright. I really appreciate it, Timmy. And I hope everybody has a great night. I'm gonna go ahead and raid Lion Pride 42. Like I mentioned before, he is playing Overwatch right now. So if you guys could just refresh when we get to his channel, that way all of our views count towards his average. Awesome. But yeah, thanks again, everybody. Have a great night.